Hello, so in this video we will study about the electrolysis and stoichiometry, or we can understand the quantitative aspects of electrolysis. So for electroplating, it is vitally important to use carefully controlled amount of material. Controlling the flow of electron current in an electroplating operation provide a method to accurately limit the amount of material deposit. So when we use this method for electrolysis and electroplating method to coat one metal onto another metal, we have to consider its stoichiometry, and we have to control the amount of current so that we can deposit a certain amount of one metal onto another one. Electroplating is often used to prevent galvanic corrosion. We have seen in previous videos that corrosion is a natural galvanic cell, so that is why uh, we apply paint on the uh, paint coating or different metal coating on the one metal to stop the corrosion in an electrical apparatus in place where the different metals come into contact with one another. So what we do, how we are going to calculate these things. So current, when current is measured in an electric circuit, the observation is flow of charge for a period of time, and unit of current is ampere, is defined as 1 coulomb per second. So I is equal to 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. If a known current flows through a circuit for a known time, the charge can be easily calculated, like charge is equal to current multiplied by time, Q is equal to IT. So this formula you have to remember, Q is equal to IT. We will use this formula many times. And another important thing, that using Faraday constant, which is 96,485 coulomb per mole, and the calculated charges, Faraday constant F, calculated charges Q, the number of moles of electron that passes through the current through the circuit can be calculated. So using Faraday constant, we can find out how much charge we pass and how many number of moles of electrons are passed. If the number of electrons required to reduce each metal cation is known, the number of moles of material plated can be calculated. Electricity use the often measured in terms of power. The SI unit of power is watt, and 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. Electrical utility normally determine consumption in kilowatts, and 1 kilowatt is equal to 3.60 times 10 to 5 joule. So I would like to simplify this slide once again. So we will go through with this slide. This will be much easier to understand. So here is the flow diagram to understand that quantitative aspects of electrolysis. How much gram of one metal deposit onto another metal in electroplating using electrolysis process. So this is the question, that how much quantity of one metal will deposit onto another metal, and electroplating using electrolysis process. So what we have to follow, that these are the important thing, that 1 ampere, which is current, is equal to coulomb per second. Means we can also write this formula like this one, that I is equal to Q over T. Q means charge and T means time, I for current. And Faraday constant is 96,485 85 coulomb per mole electron. This is constant. And coulomb of charge, this is same formula basically. Q is equal to I and T, time, and number of moles of electron will be equal to coulomb of charges. So here is this flow diagram. I would like to see if I can, let me zoom this region so that we can, okay, now it's much better. So current and the time, current in ampere and time in second, quantity of charges in coulomb, and then moles of electron, moles of substance deposited or reduced, oxidized or reduced, then gram of substance oxidized or reduced. So this is the flow chart is for we are going to use in stoichiometry of electroplating. And let's talk a little bit more about the electrolysis once again. So electrolysis, as we have seen that electrolysis, what is electrolysis? Based on the spontaneous redox reaction and electrolytic cells, or we may drive the, basically we have to drive here non-spontaneous reaction by applying external source of electrical energy, potential, and passing current through the cell, and the reaction called electrolysis reaction. And this formula is very important, that Q is equal to IT or I equal to Q over T. So current is equal, charge is equal to current multiplied by time, or Q is equal to IT. So let's take one example so that we can understand how to solve these type of questions. So first example is here, that you can read this question little bit and then we'll start. So what mass of the cobalt metal can be produced from cobalt ion in 1 hour of current of 15 ampere? So and an ampere is observed A is 1 coulomb of charge per second. So this is what is the meaning of ampere is given, and here they are given that cobalt which is in the solution, in aqueous solution, and we are passing the current for 1 hour. How much current we are passing? 15 ampere. So if we are passing 15 ampere of current for 1 hour, how much cobalt will deposit? So to solve this question, here is the solution, that first we have to find out the time is given, which is in the hour. So rather than 1 hour, I have to convert into seconds. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minute, and 1 hour means 60 minute and multiplied by 60 seconds. So 3600 seconds are there. And how much current we applied? Current we applied 15 ampere. So 15 ampere current was applied for 1 hour, and now you can see there are 2 electrons are associated with this oxidation reaction. Cobalt solid is oxidizing into cobalt ion by losing 2 electrons, and we are going to use this formula, which is QIT and I equal to Q over T. So Q is equal to IT, right? So what is the flow chart we have to follow? We have to follow this flow chart, that I will convert the ampere, which is current, that we pass this much current and this much time, and the product of the time and ampere will give us how much charge I passed, and then we will find out based on the Faraday constant that how many moles of electron I have passed. Once I will know the total number of moles of electron, then we can see how many moles of the cobalt ion was formed, and then multiplied by molar mass, which is in the gram quantity. So let's start. 15 ampere, which is equal to 15 ampere multiplied by time. So here I am multiplying the ampere, I multiplied by time in the seconds. So ampere unit is coulomb per second. So 15 coulomb per second multiplied by 3600 seconds. So seconds will be cancelled out, and then once we will multiply 3600 with 15, we will get 54,000 coulomb charge we passed. And based on, once we will divide this 54,000 coulomb by the Faraday constant, then we can cancel out the coulomb charges, and we will get the answer in the how many moles of electron I passed. So 15,000 divided by Faraday constant. And now you can see for one one mole of electron, 1 mole of cobalt, we need 2 electrons. So we have to divide that, whatever the amount of moles of electron you pass, only half a mole of the cobalt you will get it. And then once we will find out the how many total number of moles of cobalt we find out, then we can multiply that with the atomic mass of the cobalt, which is gram per mole, 58.93 gram per mole, and then at the end we can find out that how much gram of cobalt we got it. So this was the flow chart for the this type of electroplating or electrolysis question in solution. So ampere and multiplied by time, you will get the coulomb, and coulomb charges divided by Faraday constant, you will get number of moles of electron. Then you have to find out how many electrons are required to generate one, how many moles of electrons are required to generate 1 mole of metal or cobalt, and then multiplied by molar mass to get it the gram quantity. Similarly, we have one more question that here is a chromium 3 ion plus 3 ion solution is electrolyzed using a current of 7.6 ampere. What mass of chromium solid is plated out after 2 days? So here you can see 1 mole of chromium required 3 electrons because it has 3 ions, 3 plus charges. Then we will get 1 mole of chromium. So how we will solve this question? First we will convert this time. You can see in the question we have given that ampere is 7.6 ampere current, and time is given 2 days. So we have to convert the days into seconds. So always in this type of question, whenever we have to calculate Q is equal to IT, and this time must be in seconds. So 2 days, how we are going to multiply and to get the seconds? 2 days and 1 day have 24 hour, and then multiplied by 60 minute in 1 hour, and then 30 seconds in 1 minute. So total 172,800 seconds will be in 2 days. And then we will use the same flow chart. A is the ampere, and 1 will multiply by time, which we will get the give us coulomb charges, and then once we will divide by Faraday constant, we will get the number of moles of electron. Then we have to balance how many moles of electron will give how many moles of chromium, and then multiplied by molar mass to get the gram quantity. So here we have first we will find out the total number of charges. So total number of charges will be equal to Q is equal to IT, I multiplied by T. I ampere is given 7.60 coulomb per second multiplied by 172,800 seconds, and then once we will multiply I and T, we will get the total number of coulomb, and then once we got the total number of coulomb charges into coulomb, and then we will have to divide by Faraday constant, which is 96,485. So coulomb will be cancelled out. We will get the answer in number of moles of electron, and 3 moles of electron are required to generate 1 mole of chromium. So we have to divide by 3, and then we have to multiply it by molar mass of chromium to get the gram quantities of the chromium will be deposited. So these were the two examples on the electroplating and electrolysis, and in the next video we will see few more examples.